Hi Year 4, thank you for all the work that you sent in last week. That was great. It's good to see that you're so motivated and you've got your routines going on, so thank you, and it's lovely to receive your emails. This week we are looking at the properties of triangles and identifying the different types of triangles. If you go on to BBC Bite Size, there's a really good guide, so let's have a little look at it now. There are 4 different types of triangle. As you can see, a triangle is a 2D shape and it's got 3 sides. So let's have a look at some of the properties of a triangle. Remember last week we looked at right angles? So this one is a right angled triangle. You can use your angle measurer and you can see it's got this corner is 90 degrees. This triangle here, you will notice, has got these little dashes. These dashes show that these sides are equal in length, and that's why it's called an equilateral triangle. As well as the sides being equal in length, the angles are also equal in size as well. The third type of triangle is an isosceles triangle. You will see the dashes again. These dashes show that these 2 sides are of equal length. An isosceles triangle has 2 sides that are equal in length and 2 angles that are equal in size. And lastly, we've got the scalene triangle. All our sides are different lengths and all our angles are different sizes. So this week you will be doing some work identifying triangles and sorting triangles. As well, you have done so much work throughout Year 4 on your times tables, so it's very important that you keep that going and you keep practicing. So if you have time this week, have a look at topmarks.co.uk and there's some multiplication games that you can practice. See how quick you can complete the times table grid. I'd love to know how you get on. In English, you have spent the last 2 weeks planning your adventure stories, and I cannot wait to read them. This week, you are going to be writing them. Day 1, you'll be planning the story, putting all your ideas together from the last 2 weeks and putting it into a story mountain format. On day 2, you will be writing your introduction. So I've had a little go here. On this side, I've got some of the information from my plan. So you had a character description, yours will be a bit longer than mine. You had a setting description, some ideas for the setting. And you also put together some ideas that you can use in a relative clause. So here I've got a sentence. Polly was determined to solve the mystery. In my writing, I'm going to turn that into a relative clause. So let's have a look. After a long day at school, Pete and Polly headed for the arbour side. Excitedly, oh, I've missed my comma off on my adverb, naughty me. Excitedly, they ran along the path down to the water's edge, past a decrepit fishing boats decorated with rotting wooden lobster pots and old rope nets. Suddenly, Pete pushed back his unkempt hair from his eyes and made a grab for Polly's binoculars. They noticed an unusual boat moored on the shore. Polly, who loved an adventure, was determined to discover who it belonged to. So I've tried in my writing to vary my sentence starters by using some adverbs of time or manner to start my sentences. So after a long day at school, comma after the adverbial phrase. Excitedly, an adverb of manner, and I should have had my comma. Suddenly. And I've also put my sentence here into a relative clause to add a bit more information about my character. So I've got Polly, comma, who loved an adventure, comma, was determined to discover who the boat belonged to. So I've put this little bit of extra detail into this clause here, and it's got commas around it. Have a go at writing your stories this week. If there's anything you're unsure about, email me, and I'm looking forward to reading all your work this week. Have a great week, and bye for now.